we all want to be immortal. We all want to live together. You know, essentially we can live forever. The only cells that don't reproduce on a regular basis is the heart and the brain. Everything else replenishes itself. So we could keep on going forever if we just stay away from sickness, if healthy diet and exercise, we don't get hit by a bus. If we can control all those factors, we're essentially immortal. I always thought, I've seen a lot of documentaries about, I think, our bodies are like cars wearing out, but that's not true. We just keep replenishing ourselves. As long as we take care of our essentially our nutrients and our lifestyle, our bodies just keep replenishing themselves. So that's the theme for Selfless. Starring, look at me, I have to etch my leg, I'm sorry. Well, that's the theme for Selfless, starring Sir Ben Kingsley as Damien Hale. He's a billionaire developer who gets cancer, and all the money in the world can't buy your health. You know that old Jewish proverb, you're nothing without your health. So Damien has to find an alternative, and with his hundreds of millions of dollars, his billions of dollars, he looks into this experimental medical procedure called shedding. Yeah, just like when a snake sheds its skin. And what they do is they can transfer his consciousness into another body. Yeah, very kind of futuristic sci-fi thing, huh? And so he visits this center and this doctor that's pioneering this medical procedure. Of course, it's illegal. It's all on the QVV, and he ends up getting the body of Ryan Reynolds. Yeah, how great is that? Well, I'd love to come back as Ryan Reynolds. So they transfer his consciousness into Ryan Reynolds' body, and of course, just like anything new, it needs to be broken in. And there's even with when you get organ transplants, there's rejection. So there's problems with the new body. And the movie's filled a lot of twists and turns. So I don't want to spoil the film for you. And essentially, as Ryan Reynolds, Damien Hale starts to figure out where the body came from, the ethics of this whole procedure. Should he live forever? Should his life matter more than other people's lives? And so you just start this journey that turns into an action film. And, if you get on Rotten Tomatoes, if you talk to other critics, this is getting really poor reviews. And I don't understand that. I think it was a really fascinating story. And I was seeing a screening the other night, and 3 local critics here in Las Vegas, well, they surrounded me. And I was just like, man, I love Selfless. I just thought it was a fascinating concept. It had so many questions about ethics, in medicine, and it talked about immortality. It had action in it, and Ryan Reynolds is just a phenomenal actor. And this is, Comic-Con just happened, and the Deadpool trailer premiered, so he's back on top. He is just back on top, and I've always been there with you, Ryan, so don't let these people fool you. One great thing about Selfless is the style of the film, and it's all from Tarsem Singh, who did The Immortals. He directed the movie The Cell. I met him for The Cell. That was a real creepy movie. I thought it had great visual style, great flair. The movie just kept moving at a fast pace. It was never boring. And I think one of the stars of the film is the backdrop of New Orleans. Most of the movie takes place in New Orleans, and sometimes in New York, because he's a developer. But we have the big bayou as the backdrop. So I just thought it worked on so many levels. I was really happy with it. And but don't listen to other critics, just listen to the Vegas Film Critic and see Selfless. All right, for more reviews and interviews, just surf on over to my website at vegasfilmcritic.com. Pick up my podcast at iTunes, and if you like what you see, please subscribe. I thank you. I'm Jeffrey G. Howard. I'll talk to you next time.